So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about my Orc and Goblin army that I've had for quite a long time now, and also maybe a little bit about the channel and what I'm thinking of doing going forwards. So yeah, I've had this army I've been collecting this army for a long time. I think I first bought these goblins here probably around about almost 20 years ago, which is crazy. And as you can see, I haven't painted any of them really at all. So I thought what I would do is get all of the models out that I've got and try and at least see what I've got, because this is the first time I've ever even laid them all out. I also assembled quite a few, so quite a few of these models have actually been assembled recently, like in the past few days. So they've been sat in boxes for years and years and years. And I wanted to just kind of get an idea for how many I've got, because if you're not aware, I think they're going to be releasing Orcs and Goblins for the old world for Warhammer in the next kind of month or couple of months. So I thought now would be a good time to have a look and see what I've got and actually start putting them together and getting an army sorted out. So as I say, we've got a mixture here of old models and very old models. So I've got, let's have a look. I haven't actually built them with any tactics in mind. I've literally just built what I think would look cool. So first of all, we've got orcs with spears, or spear orcs, or whatever you want to call them. So I've got about 40 of those, I guess. That's 40. I haven't done any like command units, so probably what I'll do is when the new orcs get released, I will create some, like squad leaders or regiment leaders, whatever they're called, with musicians and standard bearers and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, this is what I've got. I've then got a mixture of orcs with kind of single hand weapons and double hand weapons. I don't even know if that makes a difference, but I wanted to kind of do a mixed unit so that I could kind of almost run it either way, really. So you will see there's a few that have been painted dotted here and there from one of the videos I've done. Check it out, obviously, if you want to have a look and see how I painted my orcs. So here's one dude here. I wanted to paint them quite quickly, using quite a quick technique. So my phone is going to struggle to focus on that. But I was actually quite pleased with how they came out. Bearing in mind they only took about maybe an hour to paint each one. And the idea behind it was just to do very simple clothing, and then put the detail on the skin, basically. So the skin and the face is what kind of catches your attention, and the clothing just kind of blends into the background. So it's all browns on the clothing, and then the skin was painted with a few highlights, and then they're all given a wash to just bring out a few of the details. But yeah, I'm quite happy with them. They look quite good, I think. So orcs with weapons. Another big block here. They're not in any particular order, to be honest. These were just like the way I lined it up when I was getting them all out. So I think in total you can see I've got about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About 80 orcs there. 80 orcs with hand weapons. Yeah, so I'm probably looking at almost 200 models maybe in total. So plenty of orcs. I do enjoy painting orcs, but that's quite a lot of green I'm going to have to be painting. Then these are the first models I actually got. So I got these ones when they first were released, and I was actually at uni at the time. So that was a long time ago now. I think I've got about 50 goblins with spears. They're actually quite nice models, really. I did have a go at painting some of them up years ago, but I'll redo those ones. So I've got 50 of those goblins, which need to be painted, and I've also got 10 wolf riders as well, which I bought at the same time, so they need to also be painted up there. The wolves are over here. The riders are in a box separately because they haven't been glued on yet. You can see some of the wolves have suffered damage from the tails over the years, but I think I've got all of the tails still, luckily, in the box. I've got some command models here, so you might recognise these. These were actually like in the old box sets, and because I had a few of these box sets, I've got a few different versions. This one needs to have its tusks added onto the boar. The reason I don't have a base on that one is because these were from the Age of Sigmar set, so the bases were all round, and I want to get some square bases or rectangular bases. Like this one here, you can see some kind of warlord. This one here, which I quite like actually, I don't know what that would be in the game, but some kind of command unit. And I've got Grimjaw here as well. Classic model, which I can't wait to paint up. I'm going to paint that soon. I think I'll probably do a video on that one. And then what else we got? So got some of these fanatics here. Oops. They're quite nice. Got 3 of those. I bought a big army box again years ago on eBay, and they came in that, so that's quite nice. This old model here, which I painted quite a long time ago, which I was quite happy with that one. I quite like the shield on that one as well. I think the shield looks quite good. Could be some kind of, I don't know, like command unit for a regiment or something. Got 3 of the chariots. The riders haven't all been finished on them, but the chariots I just finished assembling yesterday. Again, I'm missing bases for those. I'm not sure whether to put them on a square base or maybe use like one of the oval bases like you get from Age of Sigmar. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with those. And then we've got the Black Orcs over here, which I really like these models, but look at the way they don't rank up at all. That is shocking. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those. When I built them, that was my first real taste of complete inability to rank up models. I don't understand how you're supposed to do it. I really don't. My brain just can't comprehend it. I also don't even know what weapons these count as. I mean, some of them have got single weapons, some of them have got double weapons. I don't really know if that means anything. It probably does in the game, but we'll see. I'm just hoping that I could, if I ever actually get around to playing games, I'll just, you know, count them as whatever they need to be armed with in the game, and hopefully that won't cause any problems. As I said before, these are the wolves for my wolf riders, goblin wolf riders. So I've got 10 of those. I'm not really a big fan of those models, to be honest. I've just never really liked the wolf riders particularly. And these are the boar boys. So these are the newer boar boys, if you remember the old ones, which I actually really liked. I have painted some of these, but it doesn't quite match the style from my newer orcs. My newer orcs have got like a kind of more, I don't know really, like a more sickly look to them with the grain. You can kind of see the difference if you look at them from the back. These boar boys are much greener, but I think I'll paint the rest of them, the other 10, in that style as well, and then they can kind of almost be like a different, slightly different version of orcs. Like the black orcs will have darker skin. So yeah, so that's the state of the army at the moment. It's quite big. It doesn't really have any like centerpiece models, so I want to get a big unit, you know, like a big dragon or whatever they're called, wyvern, which I think would look good as a centerpiece. I'm hoping that Games Workshop will release those because I've got no idea what's available at the moment. I've decided not to buy any new models until I've at least painted up most of these ones. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do videos on some of these. Obviously the techniques are going to be the same, so I don't want to saturate my channel with lots of orcs videos, but maybe like the black orcs, maybe a chariot, maybe a boar boy as well, just for a bit of variety, and maybe try a few different techniques on those. But yeah, so at the moment that's why I haven't really released a video in a little while, because I've been building a lot of models. But as you can see, it's quite a big army. I don't know if you guys have got any idea of how many points this would be. Like I say, it's about 200 models. We've got about 20 black orcs, about 100 boys, 50 goblins, and then, you know, a few chariots and command units and boar boys and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know if you've got a rough idea of how many points you reckon this is, and I will try and get on with making some videos and uploading some stuff soon. I'm actually working as well at the moment on an Ultramarines assault squad for my next video, so hopefully I'll get that up in the next few days. But I just wanted to do an update because I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks now, and also this is a little bit easier than doing a painting video, if I'm not going to lie. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. If you're interested in following this, and obviously give me a like and a subscribe. And if you've got any comments, or if you've got any thoughts on what you want me to do or what you want me to paint, then let me know in the comments.